everybody. Welcome back to the Breach. It's Blitzkrieg, second run, actually. Docking Loom with me this time.
Hey.
So, I enjoyed the Mantis, but he didn't really fit the team very well. At least not on the mech I put him on. The Hook mech really needs to repair. That's where I had him. I think if I were going to use him again, I would probably put him on the Lightning mech just for a backup, so the Lightning mech isn't just standing there when you're not able to use the strike. Let's use Archimedes. It's been a while. 2. I'm ready. We don't need to go after anything other than just making it through. I guess we could check out the, Are there any achievements that we do want to do? No powering weapons? That's not happening here. Absolutely not. No, I think we're just gonna go forward. We have most of the achievements at this point. I'm not missing too many. A couple challenge run ones that just aren't gonna work on this team too well. I start out with this team by looking for the slime boss because I just love to butcher that one, but any of these islands work out. I think I'm going to ice.
The most frustrating one of these for Lightning Team is armor, I feel like. It's because your damage is comparatively on single enemies relatively limited on Lightning Team. On mass enemies, a lot.
You have wide damage rather than tall damage.
Yeah.
And so armor counts a lot against you.
Let's head to ice. I like the looks of this place. I feel like ice often helps you out just as an island. The missions you get aren't too bad. And the robots.
It's your very first mission.
It's got to be done because it's one of the 4 here.
And it's also a 2-star mission as opposed to star and grid, so it is valuable to do.
These kind of missions are tough for Lightning Mech. We got to do it with the other 3. There's a pod. Debating on which team I want to do the destroy the pods mission on, and I don't think it's this team. Well, that's one enemy down. I can't use the whip here, but I can, I guess I can kill this guy with it. That's something. Okay. I'm debating if I want to just pull him out of here. That seems like a good move, actually. Just get him out of the way. He seems like he's in danger down there.
Yeah, you're giving up his ice mines, but you're keeping him safe, so...
He went back down there. Absolutely berserk. Alright. We can kill this enemy here. This one, though. That's... I can do 2 damage to him and start getting it done. And I can keep him from unthawing his buddy, but I don't see how I can do that without destroying the time pod.
Unthawing the buddy is not that big of a deal anyway. It dies to any damage that you do. It's a 2-life Hornet.
Here comes the webs.
Yeah, in your worst case scenario for Lightning Team, you still have 4 damage and a grab.
Right.
Well, we'll set ourselves on fire on a mech who has 2 HP, so I hate doing that, but this is totally the right play. You can get rid of all these enemies this way.
And that will kill all of those and break open that scorpion, but that's okay.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to have him block the spawn for me. That scorpion.
Yeah.
That's very fair. Also means that it gets hit next turn, it kills it, so that works.
Yeah, we have 1 chain that we need to do here, and we should get it. Alright. My issue is...
Well, yeah, you have to repair the launcher now.
Yeah. We might take a grid
Or,
hit.
I've got an idea. You could also let him shoot the Hornet over there, and then pull it onto that ice mine.
That's a tactical move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That's thinking Hook was.
Yeah. Remember, the hook the hook is kind of, in its own sort of way, MVP of this team
Look
in
at
a
that
lot
smoke.
of different ways.
All right. You ever freeze a fire?
It works. Just snuffs it right out.
Hey, Henry, always showing up. His smug face. Where are we putting you?
Henry is like... Henry, I feel like, is perfect on hook mech myself, to give it limitless mobility.
I think so. He wouldn't be bad on lightning mech, but Archimedes will be better on lightning mech.
Archimedes would also be incredible on hook mech,
Yeah.
amongst other things. There's a lot of pilots that make hook mech better than it is just starting out.
This is a pretty gross combination of achievements here. The ice storm's going to make it hard to block Vex spawn. We need to kill enemies to have that happen.
Yeah.
Well, we have an orb I need to put, and it's going to go on building chain. It's
That is
obvious.
the most important upgrade by far for Blitzkrieg. There's not a question about it. You want building chain so much more than everything else.
I want to see what this 2-star thing up here is. I hate the idea of failing a blocking spawn mission like I usually do. I'm just going to use the rock as best I can and make sure I kill enemies and try not to get them frozen. Actually using the ice storm here is a mistake.
You have the rock, and you have an armored grab bot. You have all the tools you need for blocking many spawns.
Pretty gross. I should have placed him better than I did.
You can kill a hornet, but goodness, that's that the whip mech is taking a lot of damage, I think.
I can kill one of these, and knock the other one to 1 HP, block a spawn, and, I think that's what I'm doing. If we just block one spawn a turn, we should have it. That's one thing. That spawn will never give up. It will always be there. So I just have to devote a rock to it. Obnoxiously. I really don't like the way they're webbing me in this.
That's miserable. Yeah. That sucks a lot.
This mission is dangerous. Well, they're both frozen.
Webbing is kind of a big deal on Lightning Team because you the whip will damage your allies, and the whip will immediately kill the boulder mech. That's a big problem with it. The good news is you don't actually have to kill anything there, but
You can grab map edges, can't you?
No,
As an escape mechanism?
it's an illegal move. You need a mountain
yeah.
or a city. I mean, we're still okay to win, because the ice storm is going to freeze all of them up there.
Mm-hmm.
It's annoying. We've only got 2 enemies to deal with, though. And 1 more block spawn. So, somehow we're still in good shape. God, ugh.
That webbing is just murderous. That ruined everything, I want to say.
They really got me this time.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do anything.
Like, you can't even if you repair to remove that ice, it's just going to be back next turn, and goodness.
Well, they stopped me. They ruined it. These block Vex spawn missions with webbing constantly. Jeez. My poor positioning on turn 1 ruined this. Other than failing the objective, we still have, everything's fine otherwise. It's just that couldn't be done.
Yeah. Just 1 spawn off.
That was miserable. I wish I brought Camilla. Damn.
Don't you always, though? The moment that you get webbed in a way that hurts.
We'll do this defense thing.
This is also rough for Blitzkrieg. And, slightly more rough than not.
Yep, he's constantly unfreezing them. Pretty nasty.
Throw the rock at the scorpion.
That does help.
We need to freeze this guy.
Yeah, that shoves the artillery bot over and then frees the beam, the cannon, whichever that is. And then it's on fire, so it's dead. And you're good.
The biggest problem this team has is them setting up a way where you cannot use the dang whip. You need that whip. Hookshot mech needs some movement too so that it can get over. I can do it.
For a team so reliant on positioning, they start a bit slow.
Oh, we need to move that tank up, but I do have this solved this time.
Well, the tank is webbed right now, so you can't move it up.
Yeah.
Grappler has to free the tank so he can go freeze the other robot.
I was going to shove the robot out of the way, but I think I will just... Gotta be careful where I pull him.
Don't want to pull it directly into destroying buildings.
Well, he comes over here and kills this guy. There's that. It's under control. A little bit more movement would really hit the spot. Okay. Here's where them freeing the mechs come in. We can just leave here, so he's not even gonna take damage. Not that he would die from it, but no reason to take it.
Yeah, if you're thinking of attacking the Hornet, that would break the ice, but you can reapply it.
Yeah, it's not that big of a deal.
Or yeah, go for the chain here.
I'm gonna kill all of them, refreeze this robot, and then finish this guy off with a rock right here.
Sounds good.
And we're just gonna leave over there. Hookshot mech's pretty hard to kill. We have a freeze to spare. Can we get around?
That would set that one free, but there's only one real threat here anyway, so it's not a big deal.
And getting frozen and thawed still cancels the attack.
Mm-hmm. Well, the problem was that it would just break that robot again.
Yeah. Well, it's been a mediocre run so far. We had some good and bad. These are both
It's
the
not been
same.
mediocre. You've lost a single objective.
Yeah.
You've not taken any damage otherwise. It's just been okay.
I'm used to not taking damage on this team. I guess what also usually happens is my boulder mech pilot is dead. That hasn't happened yet, so that's good. He's usually my sacrificial pilot. I usually lose that one. I need some HP on him. Take less than 3 good damage. There's some robots there, easy kills. I'll do that one. That should be pretty simple to kill. Any chain at all will get rid of them.
All the robots have a lot of damage attached to them, but they are also... Oh, that's good. That's really good. But they're also all 1 health, so they die at a stiff breeze.
There we go. One
That's
over boulder
Blitzkrieg.
mech. when it
The
works.
thing you might have to watch out for is that on Blitzkrieg, your lightning mech will get an absurd amount of experience. And your boulder mech will probably get plenty too. But the hook mech, the person piloting the hook mech will get absolutely none. Zero. Zilch. Because you're killing everything, so all of the experience doesn't get, like, distributed, usually. And the hook mech has no way to directly attack unless it's drowning things.
Yep.
So, you might want to occasionally swap who is on what on Blitzkrieg, more so than on other teams, even.
I think I'm gonna let him through. There's no reason not to. I do need to worry about the damage there adding up too much. I cannot block that spawn the way I am. I need to back up a step. Let's just block one. 2 coming out. And an enemy at 2 HP. 2 webs. Well, he'll be okay.
Here would be an occasion. Yeah.
I can't pull him over because I'll burn to death. That's what I get for hitting my hook mech.
All you need, though, is to save your mechs, so... pulling the Hornet out of the way would be enough. Or crushing it.
We'll kill this robot. Why not? XP. For the boulder mech for some reason. Disappointing, Henry.
He tried.
He earned it and he didn't get it. That was all him. Silent Abomination shouldn't be a bad thing to deal with. But the problem is I cannot really drop it quickly, so it's going to give explosive damage to these guys for at least 2 turns. I just cannot do that much damage unless they really line up well. I could shove him into something for the bonus that I need or something like that. Have them attack each other. Something's got to happen like that. I'm afraid that they're going to fly over here and I'm not going to have any way to stop them.
The good news is... Yeah, the good news is, though, is that this is a pretty friendly setup here, with the buildings all on the one side, but they're also, like, in a way where you can chain them relatively easily.
I'd say we're in luck here with the way they loaded up. I do need to worry about, like I said, the fact that they will explode. If I shoot here, we'll solve that. I'm not allowed to use my chain, though, if I put my boulder mech where he can shoot there.
Boulder Mech would also be a good choice for Archimedes. Archimedes' ability is just very useful in general.
It had to put itself on that corporate tower. I feel like we can't use the whip on the boss this turn.
Well, you can actually just pull the Boulder Mech away with the hook mech.
That is an option.
After you're shooting it, yeah.
I don't have anything better to do with him.
It doesn't mean that you can't hit those Hornets either, but that's actually fine. The Hornets will die so long as the Scion is dead. Yeah, they would have gotten regen anyway.
Just a bunch of 2 HP enemies in disguise here. That's a really good shot this time. We can take them
That's
out.
fantastic.
They're wiped. We can just move these 2 back a step. Move over here so he doesn't even take a hit. Here comes some death.
Perfect.
That alpha cannot reach, so we're in good shape.
It's not doing anything. That's fantastic.
once you knock them down their first... The problem with alphas is that they just have 2 turns worth of HP, so... Since he's screwed up, now he's down to 1, he's in trouble.
Yeah, much like with how in Flame Team you start ignoring everything with 1 health. Anything you can get below 2 against Blitz Team, it's no longer a problem.
I want to hit this so the hookshot mech can pull him. And then we can whip down here to kill that guy. We don't even need to hook him, actually. Whatever.
Hey, it worked.
You gotta think like circuitry around here. It's all about the line being complete. And I shoved one line into another there and didn't even see it until it happened.
The button.
I do have a pilot who's always dead. His corpse will generate electricity too. I'm thinking maybe it's time to finally use this. I'm tired of skipping it. I'm buying it.
Let's go for it.
Putting it on Boulder Mech Lita, you're in trouble.
You could also just get rid of Lita now and just have it be an AI pilot. That would give you an extra core as well.
Yeah, it's not like you have any levels you're missing out on.
Well, it wouldn't give you an extra core, but, you know, it would give you an extra rep.
Yeah.
I guess that's a good defense.
1 XP away, you can just live here. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I have no doubt that this Boulder Mech will be dead many times now that I bought that.
If you de-equip the pilot and don't sell them yet, just save them for next island.
That's
Yeah.
a better idea, yeah.
We don't need a pilot, so pilots just give these bonus skills, and they don't even have one yet. They will get one soon. Boulder Mech gets XP, but... I'm thinking Henry could go on the Boulder Mech level up, and we could put self-destruct on the Hook Mech instead.
Yes, because the Hook Mech is more often on the front line.
Oops. Henry needs XP before he's really useful anyway. The Boulder Mech...
And the main weakness of Blitz Team is a bunch of things with high health, so having a kill switch that gives you an answer to that.
This shield skill gives you a problem-solving ability in the form of you can now use your dang whip when there's a bomb around you don't want to blow up or something like that. It's not that bad of a skill. I don't usually lean towards defense skills, but this one has a purpose very specific to this team. I want movement too. Obviously I want the 3 damage, but that's actually very expensive.
It's later off, too. Like, it's not as important as getting health and movement on Whip Team.
I think I want the shield and the movement on the hook bot, especially since it's going to be running in and explode. That looks good. Well, we'll see you next time, folks, when we take on a second island.